Today I'm going to review the Deruiz Turmali Premium, and honestly it is one of the prettiest e-bikes we have ever tested. But is it just pretty or does it actually work in the real world? Well, let's find out. The most eye-catchy thing in this bike when you look at it are these beautiful leather seats and these leather handlebars, or the leather covering on the handlebars. And the leather seats and the leather on the handlebars are from Brooks, and they are just of super premium quality. But we're gonna also test the bike out and see if they're practical. So yes, that was the most eye-catchy thing when I looked at the bike first. Second thing, it doesn't look like an electric bike. It looks like a normal road bike. You can lift it, move it around. It is 18.5 kilos, which is really ideal, especially for us because we wanted a bike like this for ages so that we can also take it when we go with our camper van around Europe. Also, the wiring of this bike, you don't see any wires throughout the entire body. Everything is integrated inside the aluminum body. And one more thing, I absolutely love this blue color. Blue is one of my favorite colors. It's called Airy Blue and it just looks so cool. And also the design is super minimal. Even like the details, if you see here, even the bell, I have never seen a bell like that. It just integrates in the cockpit here so nicely. And also you have a LCD screen which is not that big, so it really just blends in the handlebar. But you know, I did a mistake. When I was coming here to film, I didn't know that they just mowed this area, and now all the grass is stuck on the tires, so the bike is already dirty. So we're gonna have to take it to the normal bicycle path to try it out. So let's go. So wind is literally on my face. That's the thing with being in the Netherlands. We don't have hills, but it's always windy. Oh, and it feels really smooth. I'm in the topmost gear. I can reduce the gear a little bit. So it has the Shimano Deruiz gear system, which has 10 speed levels. So that is really handy if you live in a hilly area. So I am, I think, on the 6th or 7th gear, and assist 1. So I'm still using my power a little bit. Let's turn it off. So if I turn it off, I can feel that I'm going against the wind. But if I'm on assist 1 or assist 2, I am really just cruising. And at assist 2, I am riding at 20 kilometers an hour, which feels really smooth. Like it feels so smooth that I have to increase the gear a little bit. And I am maybe pushing 20%, and the bike is doing its job really smoothly. And we are at 23 kilometers an hour now. Let's do mode assist 3. It's so nice that how gradually it pushes you. Like it's not abrupt, it just almost feels like someone is pushing you really from behind. So it has 5 power modes. So of course the 5th one would be you barely have to do nothing. And the number 1 is you're still kind of 50% cycling, 50% you're getting assist from the bike. And the max speed what it can go is 25 kilometers an hour in Europe, because that is the EU regulation. And I am actually riding at 25 kilometers an hour, and I'm on the 10th gear, mode assist 3. It feels like I feel like I can go whole day. It's really cool. The Turmali Premium also has hydraulic disc brakes, which is, I think, really essential when you're riding a bike because you just feel so safe. And yeah, hydraulic disc brakes are the way to go if you are riding any sort of bikes. So maybe let's test it out. I can increase the speed from 15 to 25 in like 2-3 seconds, but it's a turning now, so I cannot really do it. So I'm 15, I'm already 25, and let's brake it now. Wow, that's pretty good. Should we try again? (26). That feels really good. I'm gonna be doing another brake test from this angle just to see how cool it looks in the camera. I think it would look really cool. And look at this color. Look how nice it looks when the sunlight falls on it. Really, really beautiful and minimal. So let's go. So we are at 0, of course. I have put to assist level. Let's do 4 so that we can push the bike as much as possible. So let's go. We are at 25 and braking in 3, 2, 1 and go. Look at that, how cool it is. Should we do it again? 0. This is nice. And for some reason it also feels really safe, like the back tire is not really skidding so much. Really, really impressive. I shouldn't do too much of a brake test because the tires might wear out. But if you are someone who's riding in a city and if you're afraid of people just coming on the, especially tourists, if they come on the bicycle path all of a sudden, I can guarantee you would feel really safe. Because yeah, literally I braked and the bike goes from 25 kilometers to a complete stop in 2.5 meters. I don't want to drive on the grass again because the tires, they get dirty. Let's leave it here. So that's also nice when the bike is super light, you can just carry it anywhere. And now let's talk about one of the most important part of an e-bike, the battery. The battery sits on the left hand side of the frame, and the best part is you can always just take it out, the battery, and put it in. And there are 2 ways to charge. You can either charge it while the battery sits in the bicycle frame, there is a little hole here, or you can just take it out, put it in your apartment, put it in your home, put it in your camping, in the common areas, and you can charge it there. So that is really cool. And also one really good thing about taking the batteries out is that usually we leave the bicycles in the shed in our house, and if it's freezing in the night, then we just take the batteries out and put it in the house. Also, when we are putting these bikes on the bicycle rack, sometimes I remember when we bought our first bicycle rack, it was not that strong. So that time it would be really handy to take the batteries out, put the batteries in the car, and then put the e-bike on the bicycle rack. So it reduces the weight a little bit. So yes, there's a lot of benefits if the batteries can come out from the e-bike. And they say that it can go up to 110 kilometers, the radius, the range, 110 kilometers max. But that's in an ideal scenario when you have no wind, you're riding on flats, you have this ideal, I don't know how much you should weigh to have that range. But yeah, in a real world, there's always wind, there's always some uphill. You would be carrying a lot of stuff which is not so aerodynamic, such as the bags on the side, your jacket, your clothing. So all these things matter. But in my opinion, you can easily get 50 to 60 or even 70 kilometers super easy if you're in the Netherlands, even if it's crazy windy. So I think that is really perfect for us, because every bicycle ride that we do here at home with the family or just with 2 of us, that is not more than 70 kilometers. So I think that's where the Turmali Premium would shine really good. And now let me show you the display of the bike. I really thought that it's a little bit small, it's not that handy, but I was wrong. Even in the bright and sunny environment, it did its job. The tech size for me, it's really fine while riding, but I think I can imagine for some people it can be a little bit annoying, especially when you're riding the bike and you cannot really see much. But the good part is the display, the speed and everything, that is a little bit bigger, so that's really good. And when the bike came to our house, of course, it was in a box. But most of the things were quite assembled. I didn't really make a video because it was just so cold and so windy that day, and I was unboxing it outside, so I thought let's just not make a video. But I was done in, I think, 20 minutes because everything was set up. All I had to do was attach the front mudguard, attach this handlebar, and attach the front wheel, and everything was perfect. Everything was calibrated and it was good to go. I think I just had to charge the batteries and it was really good to go. So you really don't have to be an expert or super technical person to assemble this bike. The Deruiz Turmali Premium, it is a really good bike, and if you're someone who lives in a city or an apartment or even a house. If it's a little bit small, you can always just carry the bike to your house. It doesn't take a lot of space, and of course if it's in the background of your living room and if you hang it on the wall or something, it just looks also really pretty, so it can be also used as a decoration thing. But anyways, I think for someone who lives in a city, someone who just wants to go like how I use my normal bike, if I want to go to groceries, if I want to go to swimming pool, if I want to go anywhere else, this is perfect. And like if you charge it once, I think the battery would last for an entire week if you're just doing your daily things. So yes, I think the Turmali Premium, it looks and does a pretty good job. There is an affiliate link in the description, so if you want to check out the Deruiz Turmali Premium, then go check that out from there. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this review, and we'll see you in the next one.